And at this time, we've been doing a stewardship campaign during the month of October, and our theme is blessing future generations. And we're having various members come and talk about the experience, their own experience and the experience of their families here at Zion. And our hope is that these speeches, these testimonies will inspire you to give to our church so that we can grow our ministry to youth and families here at Zion. And now I would like to invite forward Laura BREDESON.
Good morning. Happy to see all of you today. I was going to talk off the cuff, but I'm a little wiped out from last night. My daughter went to her homecoming dance, and I have my freshman in college home for the weekend, so mommy is a little tired. So I'm just going to tell you. So I actually wrote up what I wanted to tell you and tell you about how grateful I am for this beautiful church. So I'll tell you a little story. It was 1996, and my then fiance was overseas in the military, and we were planning our wedding. Me being raised Methodist in New Jersey, and Einar being raised a Minnesota Lutheran, decided that I would be looking for a nice Hunterdon County Lutheran church. And it needed to be suitable for me for how it looked, the aesthetic of the whole thing, because this is the time of Martha Stewart. She was big time then. And I was very particular about where I would be married. My dear mother and I, we got into her 1990s Cadillac and drove all over the county looking at Lutheran churches, which was not that many, but we landed here. And I found Zion perfect. So we would be going in for services as soon as Einar was home from the military. And upon his return, we went in for a Sunday service. And all I can tell you, honestly, was wow. This was a magical place. After years of listening to monotone sermon after monotone sermon in my Methodist church and in his Lutheran church, we were hooked. I mean, there was energy here. Long story short, we were married by Pastor Summer on September 13th of 1997 in a beautiful service. We had violins there, and sister sang, with her big voice. It was beautiful. Fast forward a few years, and we were starting a family, and we had come in at the time of our birth of our daughter Carol Ann, and we felt it was time to start attending church again. So our daughter would have that same religious foundation that we were raised with. And this was really important for us. We started attending regularly, and Bob Durham approached us and asked if we would become members. And let me tell you, he was wonderful. He was the right guy to be approaching people. I mean, he really was. He was the perfect host, and he had a real gift in dealing and making people feel comfortable, for sure. And we were so flattered that he asked us, and we became members of Zion Lutheran Church during a Sunday service at the Christian Education Building with the gift of a beautiful, tasty loaf of home-baked bread. I'll never forget that. That was so touching to us. I don't know who baked it, but it was amazing, and we felt so special. This was a wonderful time in the life of our church for families. Tim and Angel Vorwick quickly invited us to their home for dinner, and we were joined by Suzanne and Jim Strubing-Dornbush. It was wonderful. We were quickly attending events. I remember ballroom dancing down at the CEB. I don't know if any of you attended. We had a fall tailgate in the parking lot, and all the families were there. Countless other events. We went on to have 2 more beautiful daughters, and our church family welcomed both Kaylee and Brooke with open arms. When Sunday school started, Melanie Hodges' classroom was the perfect introduction to the scripture for our girls. It was truly wonderful. I will tell you that our 3 girls read their children's Bible given by this church multiple times, and I know this. We read it multiple times because I laid in bed with them, and we read story after story for all 3 girls, and we have all 3. It was really wonderful. I can tell you that keeping them quiet during church service, though, was not easy. Remember, we used to have those little signs in the back pews that families with children should please sit in the back. Oh. It was true. So we would, and Ernie back there, he would scold you if you were being too loud. No. So we had a hard time keeping them quiet. You guys all might remember this. We were back there with our dear pals, Jay and Rachel Weeder, and the kids were rambunctious and JT would run up and disturb the service, and it was just a fun time, but we were exhausted from the whole thing. You all might remember that period. Jeff Livingston, though, he brought in his beautiful family, all blondes, the whole line of them. They came into church, and he felt compassion for Rachel and I, and decided to run a nursery class during church service so that our youngest children, it was Kaylee at the time, could spend time toddling around the nursery when we were in service. And it was really wonderful of him. He would read and he would try to read to the toddlers, and he was so very patient. It was such a wonderful gift to all of us at that time. I will also point out that another church family gift giver was Suzanne Strubing Dornbush. She ran the children's choir at the time, and she had an amazing patience to work and encourage these beautiful little voices. Our Carol Ann wanted to sing a solo, and we thought, oh boy. And she was allowed to sing a solo during the 11 o'clock service, and it was just really wonderful. I will never forget Suzanne coaching her as she got up at 6 or 7 years old to sing to our congregation. To top it off, Strubing Dornbush clan also provided bagels for Cafe Zion every Sunday morning. We would look forward to that time on Sunday mornings during Sunday school to connect with all our church friends. Our daughters were so excited about what they were learning in Sunday school. They loved all the complementing events. Our girls grew older and attended youth events through the ECLA, Among the Wolves, the youth event at the Fairview Lake YMCA camp, where they would meet other Lutheran youth congregations. They were able to attend the Rehoboth trip a few times at the very end of that whole cycle, but the net of what I'm trying to communicate is that Zion has given our daughters the gift of religion, the history, the structure, the family. This is a community of friends and a powerful message that has brought us. Truly, we are proud that our girls have the understanding of the Bible. They are proud of that understanding, truly are. What we have had here at Zion Lutheran Church is one of life's beautiful gifts. Truly. We are truly grateful for the family and the foundation for our girls, and it is our hope that countless others will be too. Families grow the church. You need families to keep the evolution going. We do not want to dwindle. Invest in the future of this youth ministry. It's very, very important. It may look a little different. It will look different, and it is evolving. But it will blossom if we continue to invest and give it the time. And I know all of you will do that. Thank you.